everybody, welcome back to an exciting episode of Tortimer the Grey plays Pokemon FireRed, Hexath'locke. If you forget from last time, well, that's not where I want to be. We won our first badge, so we beat Brock pretty handily. It helps that we had Leonardo on our side and his powerful water guns, but we took care of Brock pretty easily, and so we're going to move on now. Apologize. So this is our team so far. We've got Leonardo the Squirtle. Show you his stats. Pretty good so far. I'm loving his special attack. We've got Zelda the Mankey. Good high attack and speed. We've got Kaylee, our Butterfree. Good special attack and speed. Kazooie, our Pidgey. Again, just like I wanted her to be. High attack, high speed. And then Honey, our probable death fodder. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head on out of here. We've got Route 3 and Mount Moon ahead of us. So let's quickly look at our stores. We've got good antidotes, potions, Pokeballs. Let's stock up on a couple of Pokeballs here before we hit Mount Moon. We've got 2 or 3 routes worth of catches ahead of us before the next Pokemart. So let's take 4 more. Alrighty. So that should do us. Let's head on out. We're gonna quickly switch Leo from the front here. Zelda's the lowest, so we'll give her some time. And we beat Brock, so we should be able to get at it. Oop. Oh, this is my running shoes. Oh, our mom's so sweet. So, we're running this on an emulator for the purposes of speeding things up, so we probably won't have to worry about the running shoes too much. But now we're on that crazy route of trainers that everybody likes to make fun of in their Nuzlockes. And let's go. This girl's got an Oddish or a Pidgey, I think. I forget. Pidgey. Alright, so we'll have to strike fast here because we have a weakness to this thing. And I know we're past the first gym, but ooh, crit, good. I know we're past the first gym, but it doesn't mean I want to lose anybody. Alright, so let's not be stupid. We'll throw Kaylee out here. Her confusion probably has a better chance of taking care of this Pidgey better than the scratch on Zelda does. Alright. Not too shabby. So we'll take out these trainers, we'll get our catch for this route, and then we'll head through Mount Moon here. So yeah, saw you in Viridian Forest. Oh no, this guy's got bug Pokemon. Oh, and this is one of the... Oh, use low kick, that was dumb. This is one of the things that I've always kind of griped about with the Pokemon series. And I know this is early in the game, but this is one of the things they do pretty frequently. You know, you've got this Caterpie, it's level 10, it should be fully evolved at this point. But it's not, it's still a Caterpie. You know, I feel like the games would be more fun and more challenging if, you know, they just kind of followed their own rules. And, you know, if a Pokemon should have evolved, I think, or could have evolved, I think that it should have. And I know some people, you know, they don't evolve their Pokemon for sentimental reasons. The Everstone exists and all that. But, you know, for the sake of, you know, gameplay, at this point we've got 1 gym badge. We should be able to take on a level 10 Butterfree and a level 10 Beedrill. You know, so if they want to give him, you know, 1 Butterfree and a couple of Metapod Kakunas or whatever, then that would be something different. But this is just, you know, it's just not even fun in so many ways. And again, I know it's early on in the game at this point, but still, it's like, ooh. Alright. Let's get Zelda out of here. We'll let Kazooie finish this up. But yeah, and I know I'm not the only person who thinks that. That's half the reason why the Nuzlocke challenge exists, is because people just don't think the original gameplay is you know, quite challenging enough, which it's not. I mean, let me quickly. I think antidotes are cheaper than potions, so we'll throw this here real quick. We'll run back and heal. So I mean, I know people have made hacks and different kinds of challenges to make things more challenging, and I've played some of those, you know, hacked ROMs and things like that where they, you know, up the difficulty of the trainers and gym leaders. Sorry, and those are fun, and some of them are, you know, too challenging. I feel like, well, not too challenging. They require a lot of grinding in order to actually be a high enough level to get through some of those things. And but some of the ones I've played have been really well balanced, and I think that it, you know, it's still fun, but it's also a challenge, and I think that that's something that, and I know the 5th gen had a challenge mode. I never, you know, but you had to unlock it, and I never really went through the trouble of playing those through a ton of times. So I don't really even know what that entails. So maybe they've already kind of added this. I wish they would have something like that you can pick from, you know, the very beginning. Because I don't know, I just feel like if a Pokemon could have evolved, then it should have evolved. And you know, later on in the game, we'll be battling bug trainers that have got like a level 50 Caterpie or something, and it's just like, really? It just seems unnecessary. But it's a kids game. What are we gonna do? That's what the meta game is for and all that. So you can go online and do competitive battling and get your challenge in and all that. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents, and that's about how much it's worth. So yeah, let's go. More poison types. Fan-freaking-tastic. Let's let Kaylee worry about this. Our Confusion can whip through this Weedle pretty quickly. Not made of money. Don't want to have to waste a ton of antidotes. But Kaylee, you're to level 49. About to use Kakuna. We'll just let Kaylee use it. So yeah, pretty interested to see what I'm going to get on this route. You know, I usually end up with like a Spearow or something, but I think in this generation you can get Nidorans, and I don't know if you can still get Jigglypuffs out here, but one of the things I've always kind of wanted to do, and I don't really even know why, I'm not a huge fan of the Jigglypuff line, but I've always kind of wanted to do a solo run with just Jigglypuff, but I've never really trained one. Change Pokemon, yeah, let the flying type at it. Well, I've never really trained one, but I feel like Jigglypuff's one of those Pokemon that it'd be really impressive if you could get all the way through the game with just that. But I've never, in all my Nuzlocks through here, never been lucky enough to, well, lucky may be the wrong word, but never had the opportunity to catch one on this route, so I don't really know what they're like. But I think that would be interesting. I'm kind of crossing my fingers a little bit for that, just because I think it'd be a challenge, and I think it would be something new. There's very few Pokemon that I haven't trained yet, so yeah. But we'll see how that goes here in a second. First, we've got to take care of this Rattata, and I've got a fancy new Karate Chop to use. Super effective! So, this old girl's coming along nicely. I think that was a Nidoran, so we'll let Kaylee take a crack at it. It's nice this early on to have some of these other, you know, types, to have, you know, the psychic attacks and the fighting attacks and things like that. With this Butterfree and Mankey, we're going to be able to rip through Mount Moon pretty easily. We're actually pretty well set up at this point, at least for the next couple of routes. Pidgey can take care of any of the grass types. Well, I guess the grass type. There's Paris's in Mount Moon. Pidgey can take care of those. Kaylee's going to be getting Gust here soon too, I think. But anyway, we've got pretty decent type coverage. How are people doing? Do I need to make a pit stop? No, but I do need to switch Zelda out of front. She can't take many more hits. Which is fine, because we'll let the bird take care of the bug Pokemon here. Let's see, more Caterpies. Level 11. Why would you... I mean, Caterpie's cool. I'll be honest, I love Caterpie, but if you're going to be a trainer and you're going to battle people for money like these kids do, you evolve that thing. I mean, come on. In other generations, I think I'm not sure when they added it, if it was 4th or 5th gen, but Caterpie can learn Bug Bite, which is it's a fairly decent bug move. But, you know, until 4th or 5th gen, Caterpie's knew Tackle and String Shot. I mean, there was no redeeming qualities to that line at all, so there's no reason to keep it. At least for competitive battling. If you want like a pet Caterpie, I can understand that. Caterpie's cool. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll jump around this guy, we'll beat him, we'll go heal real quick, and then we'll come back and finish up this route. Spearow. More than likely we're going to get stuck with a Spearow on this route. I've only done a handful of other technically this is a Gen 3 game, but I've done a couple of like red and blue Nuzlockes, but I've only really done 1 or 2 other Nuzlockes of this game in this generation. I guess the remakes, because we learned Quick Attack. Okay, that's what I was hoping I had on that last one. I was like, well, don't really want to get another Fury Attack. Okie doke. So let's run back here real quick. We'll get our team all healed up. Actually, do I? No, still all girls. Okay. I was just wondering, like, did I get any new guys yet? But nope. Leo's still surrounded by women here, so we'll see if we can't find him a bro to hang out with. I guess in Nuzlocke every teammate is a bro. Well, I guess not every teammate, but every teammate has the potential of being a bro. And hopefully all these guys will be. They've done pretty well so far, but alright, so this, let's do our catch real quick, and then we'll, yep, and there it is. So yeah, so our catch for this route, ooh, almost not a catch. That was, didn't think that through very well. Alright, so we will catch this Spearow and females. We didn't get a guy or either of the other 2 interesting Pokemon that you can get on this route. And I guess I'm just guessing. I'm not doing this blind, but I didn't go through and do a ton of research before I started this either. So, let's see, we've got a feisty flying female. Because I just finished watching this series for the first time, we'll go with Starbuck. Seems to be appropriate. Alright, let's take a look at Starbuck here. Lax nature, high attack, high speed, so not too bad. Well, let's do this battle real quick, and then we'll go get her healed up. I did not touch you, no. You ran up to me. It's not that I don't like the Spearow line. I've trained one in my last Nuzlocke. See, she gets a Jigglypuff. You know, I'm not, you know, unreasonably biased against them. I've trained them before, and it's just, you know, they're pretty good at the beginning. They start off with the flying attack, and Peck's pretty decent, but, oops, sing. But after a while, I find the game passes them by much quicker than it does the Pidgeot line. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm not as used to using them, and I'm not really sure how to utilize them properly, but it's just, you know, my last Fearow, it was just kind of like, after a while, it's like, I gotta get rid of this thing. It barely was even helpful in, you know, where it was a type advantage, so it's just, I don't know. I've tried using them, and I'll probably keep Starbuck on the team for a little while at least, but I don't see, you know, her being a long-term team member unless something terrible happens, and it might. You know, it's a Nuzlocke. Anything can happen. But let's. Would you like to heal? Yes, I would. Thank you very much. Pokemon full health. Alrighty. So everyone's looking pretty good. Well, let's do this. Since we're here, let's quickly get our catch for Mount Moon. It'll probably be either a Zubat or a Geodude. In which case, I should probably... Nah, either way, Zelda will be fine. So we'll see which we get. Zubat, Geodude. Zubat. And it's a female. Good golly. This is getting to be a little ridiculous. Poison resists fighting, doesn't it? It's flying. This shouldn't kill. Oh, it shouldn't do anything. Alright. Well then. Let's see how you do with one of these. This is another one, I think I mentioned in one of my earlier videos that I like the Rattata line. Which, now I'm realizing I don't have a Rattata, do I? I didn't get one, did I? No. Well, I'm sure that one will pop up eventually. I like the Rattata line. They get some hate. But nobody gets as much hate as the Zubat line, and I understand pretty much every cave for till 5th gen was just full of Zubats. But I've trained probably more Zubats than anybody else I know. I've got a number of Crobats, and I love them. Sure they're annoying at the start, but once they get their bite and wing attack and some of these other moves, once you get them out of the leech life astonish area, they're pretty decent. So I'll happily take Zubat, and I think that we will, in all honesty, quickly. I'm gonna box Starbuck here, switch him out. Because I think I will train this Zubat before I train this Spearow. So if we're gonna do some tandem grinding or something here in a bit, I'll make sure. And she's level 9 too. So, wanted to look at your summary. So we've got Drusilla, poison flying, rash nature, good speed, prevents flinching. That's good. Honestly, I don't remember if I would want to see higher attack or special attack on Zubats in this gen. I don't really know, but we'll see. I mean, right now it's not a whole lot to look at, but I'll do a little bit of grinding off camera, and then I'm pretty excited about this. Not too bad at all. Would have liked a Geodude, but we'll get one. Because in this gen, well, I guess we can get Digletts and Vermilion. But yeah, so we'll get a ground rock Pokemon at some point, but not as disappointed with this as I know other people might be. So pretty happy with that. Let's, do I need to heal again? What was it? No, because, well, I guess I will, because Zelda's hurt a little bit, and you might as well heal while you're here. Ooh, and actually... well, I've got Squirtle. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I always forget about this guy. I'm gonna take this Magikarp. It's a guy. And let's see. I'm gonna name this Magikarp Sokka. Alright, and now I gotta look at this real quick to make sure I'm not breaking the rules. I've gotta figure out if this is what area it's gonna say this guy's from. If I can't, if it's met in Route 4 at level 5, and now I'm gonna have to. Oop. Yes, I know I'm holding a Pokemon. I want to look at its summary. Route 3. So Route 4, that's going to keep me from catching Akans or something in Cerulean, but that's okay. If Leo goes down, a Gyarados is going to be a much more useful teammate than an Ekans would be, so I'm okay with that. Realistically, probably should have just waited. and got the old rod in Vermilion, but whatever. Let's see. Okay, guys. Well, I actually just took a quick look at my my timer here, and it looks like we're about where I wanted to be for time-wise for this episode. So I thought we might get through Mount Moon, but it looks like all those trainer battles took us a little longer than I thought it would, which is fine. We'll tackle Mount Moon next time, and then we'll get rolling with this. So I think I'm going to call it an end here. Thanks again for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And once again, this has been Tortimer the Gray. I hope you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.